Hi. Weekly overview. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn from November the 13th to the 20th, 2025. My website is readingsbyleonardtmunson.net. Let's talk about your finances, Taurus. Taurus, your solar sun is in the 7th house. So there needs to be a balance in your finances. It represents all partnerships and relationships that's connected with finances, being more creative with your finances and money. Divine direction. Open enemies. So there's some people that's blocking your progress in your finances. Diplomacy. The house of spiritual blessing, decisions, others, and legal situation. Now, the sun is in Scorpio. Scorpio represents emotion. So everyone is operating emotional in their finances, okay? They want money that's owed to them. They're trying to get money from other sources that they need. They're trying to balance their budget, but you got to stick to it now, okay? There's something to do. It ain't something to do with work. So there's some issues here with finances connected with work too at this time, or service to others, or something that you give that you need to be paid for. Okay? Now we have Mercury in Sagittarius retrograding. So there's a communication problem with someone that owes you money. Now this could be someone overseas, or something to do with a foreigner or a foreign culture. And it also has to do with money that you want to get to go back to school for higher education. Now, when a planet is retrograding, Taurus is moving backwards, reviewing when it was going direct. So any mistakes that you made in your money situation, you are reviewing it now and making changes. And that has something to do with gambling. It has something to do with love, work, possession. There might be property that you want to buy or sell or rent out. I get for that too. So you're taking your energy to drive towards the things that you need. Okay, so you're taking risks now. But I must say you cannot take the risk now, Taurus, because the sun is in Scorpio, your opposition. Sit back and wait till the sun goes into Sagittarius. Then new opportunity, expansion and growth, abundance, miracles, wealth, karma, and the truth, if you have learned the lessons. So you got to pick out the right opportunity about improving your finances by looking at the big picture, how it's going to grow. Okay? And Jupiter is retrograding in Cancer. So this has something to do with your home, your family, women, security, roots, and foundation. So you're reviewing all this that has something to do with finance. It's the money being put out more than it can be in your home. So you need to cut back where you need to cut back. In anything you need to cut back, okay? Now the Uranus has moved from Gemini into Taurus. It's also retrograding. So it's putting an emphasis on your finances. If you're in the red, you got to get back in the black, okay? Some of you have been in illusion, head in the clouds, rose-colored glasses, fantasy, fear, doubts. And some there's been a lot of deception. Lies, brain fog. So someone is trying to push you into something that you have to put more finances into, and you question it. Do not do it, okay? And this is going to bring a transformation and change about you towards this person. Also, someone has been hiding you that you thought was your friend that has been backstabbing, your secret enemy, blocking any progress that you were trying to make in your finances and money. Now, the North Node in Pisces means these are lessons you need to learn, Taurus, about your finances in this lifetime. It's definitely anything to do with share resources. You need to question it and think twice before committing to it. Taurus, you don't want to be the wounded warrior, the victim anymore, and be in scarcity mindset. You need to be a survivor and be abundant mindset, Taurus. The next sign is Virgo. Virgo, your solar sun is in the 3rd house. The 3rd house is Gemini, and its ruling planet is Mercury, just like your planet is Mercury. And the 3rd house there with all form of transportation, technology, communication, traveling, siblings, short distance traveling, writing, publishing, speaking. It also has to do with education, advertisement, research, and investigation. And the third house ruling planet is Mercury. Mercury is now in Sagittarius retrograding. When a planet's retrograding, it's reviewing when it was going direct. So any mistakes you made connected with finances and money, you are correcting it at this time. With the sun in Scorpio, Virgo, it represents prosperity, abundance, infinity, strength, success, death, and resurrection, rising from the ashes, intimacy, and shared resources, transformation and change. So there's some secrets about your finances that was been withheld from you about the state that it's in, and you're seeing it, and it's not that good. Okay? Then we have Venus in Sagittarius. So these financial changes have to do with your work, a love interest, a possession, beauty, and luxury. So some of you want to buy another house and have the other house as an investment house. That is good, okay? You're taking your energy and driving towards how to improve your finances. Some of you might be getting a second job, or your side hustle is beginning to evolve and create something in a different way for you. Okay, Jupiter in Cancer retrograding. Okay, so anything that has to do with your roots, your foundation, your home, your family, and security, you are looking at that. You want to cut the waste from your budget, from your finances, because it's overwhelming you, okay? Now we have also Saturn in Pisces. Someone is supposed to have been in your corner, but they were backstabbing you. They were your enemy. They were your secret enemy about finances, okay? Uranus moved from Gemini into Taurus. Again, you're reviewing all aspects of your finances and finding a way to cut things that needs to be cut. Some of you are heading in the cloud, illusion, vanity, brain fog. You see clearly now what has been going on. These are the lessons, and this is going to bring transformation and change. These are the lessons that you need to learn in this lifetime about finances. Anything that has something to do with shared resources, you're questioning it. You're not putting anything in there anymore. Okay? You don't want to be the wounded warrior and become the victim. No. You want to get out of that scarcity mindset of your finances and fear and get into abundance, prosperity, and a survival in your finances, Virgo. The next sign is Capricorn. Capricorn, your solar sun is in the 11th house. 11th house is Aquarius, a house of hopes, wishes, friendship. It's a house of groups, organization. Okay? And its ruling planet is Uranus. Uranus is in Taurus, so you're looking at your finances. Some of your finances could have something connected with some groups and organization that's been taking more out from you than they supposed to. So you're reviewing that, okay? With the sun in Scorpio, it represents it represents infinity, prosperity, abundance, strength, success, intimacy, shared resources, death and resurrection, rising from the ashes, transformation, change, and secret. So these groups and organizations have been taking the money that you've been putting in and not applying it to what it's supposed to be. So things have been hidden. You're going to find out what's going on about your finances. There could be some issues about finances connected with health, service to others, and in your work. You can feel that you're not getting enough in the work that you need to do. Mercury in Sagittarius is retrograding when a planet's retrograding is moving backwards. Reviewing again when it was going direct and correcting the mistake. And this has to do with finances, okay? Also, Venus in Sagittarius. Again, it deals with love, work, finances, possession, beauty, and luxury. So you're reviewing this. You're seeing some things that you didn't want to see, because it was hidden from you. So you're taking that energy and correcting it. You're taking chances. You're not fearful anymore in your finances. And by taking these chances, the abundance, growth, prosperity, miracles, wealth, karma, and the truth. But you got to pick the right one, okay? Saturn in Pisces is also retrograding. Somebody's been backstabbing and thought it was in your corner, but they wasn't. Uranus in Taurus, again reviewing these finances. Neptune in Pisces, illusion.